Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves. Or if you're new here, then hi, I am Aparna. In this video, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things, that is lists. I love making and keeping different lists for all sorts of things in my life. It gives me a little bit of healthy control over my life and also keeps me organized. Having lists for different aspects of your life is great because we are saving our brain storage for more important things by delegating information to these lists. It's like building a second brain. So in this video, I'll be sharing a list of lists that you should probably include in your life to make it a little bit easier for yourself. This is part 1 of a 2-part series. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is obviously a to-do list. I have now come to a point in life where it is now difficult for me to survive without a to-do list for the day, and whatever tasks that I think of for the day are all contained within this list. You are much more likely to actually get the task done if you put it onto paper. Hence, having a to-do list is highly beneficial for your productivity. Number 2 is a things to check out list. This is a great one to have. So often we come across recommendations for books, movies, TV shows, podcasts, blogs, and whatnot. It's a good idea to have a home to write down all of these recommendations. That way, when you actually need to watch or read something, you already have your own curated list. Number 3 is the things to buy list. And no, I'm not talking about your regular grocery list here, although that's also helpful. But this list is more like a wish list that you would like to have. Like the things you would like to save up for or would like to buy it sometime in the future. Whether it's saving up for some trip or a laptop or anything that makes a deep impact on your spending, this sort of list is always great to have because it gives you a few financial goals and sets you in a good spending direction. Number 4 is list of contacts that you might need. So whether you're a student who lives by yourself or someone who's recently moved into a new neighborhood, curating this list will always come in handy whenever there's an emergency. So having contacts for plumbers, electricians, house help, nannies, emergency contacts within your area it's more like a safety measure to have. So I would definitely recommend starting this list. Number 5 is a list of aspects in your life. Trust me, make this list in order to understand how many things you're actually tackling in your life. Your life can't be categorized that easily into personal, work, and social. There are so many more things like hobbies that you enjoy or things that you do, different projects you might be working on. Even in your career, there might be multiple things that you're working on that could actually be different aspects in your life. Number 6 is a list of things that make you feel better. We all really know the things that make us feel better, but we forget them when we need them the most. Having a list that has all of these things listed down is a way of being more mindful about our own well-being. One tip is to keep this list in a noticeable place in your house so that you will be reminded of these things when you're not feeling so great. Number 7 is a list of places you want to eat at. So of course, in the light of the pandemic, I say this with the disclaimer that please put this list to use with everyone's safety in mind. However, I feel like this is such a great list to have in order to diversify our experience with food and also to get new experiences. Whether you're ordering in or dining out with some friends, exploring new places to eat always feels refreshing. Number 8 is a list of goals that you want to achieve. I am very drawn to the idea of being intentional with life. Having a few goals puts life into perspective and we start making choices that align with these goals. Goals are such a helpful thing to have and it gives you something to look forward to. Looking at this list every now and then can help us be on track whenever life starts to feel a little bit wobbly. So this was part 1 of this 2-part series and I hope that this video was helpful for you. Of course, the link to the blog post that goes along with this video is linked in the description below, so feel free to check that out for more resources. Tell me about your favorite part in the comments down below and subscribe to my channel for more content on productivity, organization and self-help. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.